Capricorn. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Because Capricorn is your second house. So this is about you securing the bag. And this is not thinking about securing the bag. This is not wondering if you're securing the bag. This is you actually securing your bag. Okay. The Sun is about enlightenment and awareness. And that's what this enlightenment of your income, your material goods, your physical wealth is going to expand. Besides money, this does have to do with your self-worth, your self-confidence, and your physical ability to create things. Okay, this is the earthy house as well. So this is about stability and your ability to stay consistent on what it is that you want so you can see the full fruition. Now, as flighty as a Sagittarius energy may be, there is the ability to get shit done when you decide to focus. So let's see what message do we have for second transiting. Sun, Capricorn. What message do we have for Capricorn transiting in the second house? Take place in your second house of physical, material, goods, and wealth, any in abundance, anything that you see with your physical, use your physical senses as, when you use your physical senses to determine that something is of wealth or abundance to you, that's what this new moon is going to initiate with you. This moon cycle is starting new ways to appreciate the stability and creativity that is already in you, especially your physical body, that your physical senses, especially your higher senses, are able to articulate and build with. That creates more stability for you. The full moon will take place in your 8th house, so you will have to share this abundance and this prosperous attitude with someone that you are connected with. And it may be through money, alimony, things of that nature, or they may be giving this money back to you, but it will be related to familial, family. Okay, so let's see what other messages we have. No matter what, you're still going to end up on top. You may have to move some things around, and it may feel like this was a game of charades or a game of chance or musical chairs. It may feel like you're playing musical chairs, moving things around, but you're still going to come out on top, so don't worry about it. Okay, so we got the 2 of bows. We have the 7 of drums, earth and air so far. And we have the Queen of bows. Okay, overall we have the World card at the bottom. And that snake in particular talks about basically consuming your belief of duality for the ability to understand oneness, that you are one with the divine, and therefore you're able to manifest whatever it is that you feel you deserve. And being able to appreciate that part about yourself enables more to come in, and then you have to push. 444 was on the clock, and you have to push that out so that it continues to flow. You can't hoard money. You can't hoard money. You have to spend it in order for it to come back out. When you try to hold on to something and it's a flow. When you try to hold the flow from flowing, you end up backing up everything else, all the other goods, physical blessings that you have to come to you because of, it may be fear, or it just may be the idea that you don't know what to do with it. Create a plan for yourself, a blueprint, also very much Taurian. Create a blueprint for you to stick to so that you can keep your current flowing. All right, so 2 of those. There's a new chapter with this that's coming. So we got a lot of practicality and strategizing taking place. Making a decision on, are you going to focus on what you truly see on the inside, or are you going to allow yourself to be distracted and indecisive? 555, what goes on the outside, because the 7 of drums is showing that you need to be able to enjoy the time that you currently have. And if you haven't been doing that, you need to start taking action. And action with this card meaning making decisions. You need to start making decisions that allow you to enjoy the time that you have. And if you can't enjoy your time because you're tied up with work, then you need to start to see the bigger picture of what it is that you're actually doing versus what it is that you actually want to do. So 2 of both. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands here. What is it that you are focusing on to attract into your life? I want to see what's at the bottom. The 8 of Swords. So there's an interference here. You having interference with your ability to use your mind's eye to see and manifest what you want into your reality, because you're looking at things from dual perspectives instead of just one perspective. And you may need to train yourself to only see things as a dual nature versus, a singular nature versus a dualistic nature. Because duality keeps things in conflict, where if everything is understood as just one, there's a smooth movement of energy. You're not splitting yourself up, you're staying in alignment. So what do you need to be enjoying right now? Double or nothing, 7 of discs. So if you feel like you've spent too much time on doing something and you're ready for something else, there's nothing wrong with that. If you do need to stop investing your income into something and change up what you want to do, especially going into the new year, now is a good time to start initiating those changes, no matter how hard it may be, because it will pay off later on in the future. And you want to be the person in power of making decisions. And there's other talents and gifts and skills that are available to you that will become known when you put a stop to what you feel is draining your energy and turn it around. So let's look at this Queen of Bows. Let's see here. Princess of Swords, which is like the page. So this could be about a young girl or someone that's a younger lady. Young lady or youth wanting to return to the days of your youth. But the Page of Swords talks about in this deck, like, are you receiving the necessary messages? Are you getting the enlightenment? Are you expressing what it is you truly think about a situation? Or are you blocking the enlightenment because of a government or a cycle that you have been stuck in? Is it blocking you from seeing the real perspective on what you should be doing with your time and your energy, which is the most valuable thing about life? And as a Sagittarius, you understand that because Capricorn is your 2nd house. So if you're not making the most use of enjoying your time with someone, and it could be you focusing on this Queen of Wands, but as a Queen of Swords, you have to make some head over heart decisions, and that means cutting out the immature way of thinking about what to do with your time in your money because it's not helping you grow. It's keeping you torn and divided within your own self, and it's eating away at you for a reason. Ooh. Here we go. At the bottom we have the Moon card. So you may not understand where this unnecessary conflict is coming from, and it may be connected to your soul trying to push you to get out of whatever system that you've been living in that kept you torn and make you whole again. So we got the Archangel Metatron here. Shout out to you. And we got the clear quartz in the building. Yes, power. It says, I embrace the opportunity to explore a healthy relationship to personal power. This supports my spiritual journey to fulfill my destiny for the benefit of all beings. I choose to express my power in a way that is respectful, merciful, and kind toward myself and others. I utilize my growing power to awaken my boldness and confidence. I recognize the inevitability of my divine fulfillment. Yes, so like I was saying, you need to focus on what it is that you've attracted or attracting in your life and how you can better make use of your power, because you are the person who gets to decide whether you want to continue things that make you feel uncomfortable or feel like a failure or not. You have the power to do that, and maybe you're just now awakening to a new level of how you can do this and take leadership in this role, and that's okay. You want to go through the process, and Sagittarius may be very hard for you to be stable financially because you're so quick to be in control of your time. You're willing to leave something to go to something else that brings you more abundance, but you've also understood and learned the value of taking your time, not being in a rush, so that you can accumulate the wealth that you want. But now that you've accumulated that wealth, whatever abundance of wealth that you feel is that thing, because it doesn't have to necessarily be money, what are you going to do with it in the meantime? Are you going to block everyone else out and keep people at a distance, or are you going to be open and welcoming to having a transactional experience with other people who are, I want to say, different from you, from a different generation from you, from a different timeline than you? And again, this is about your second, 8th house, and then the full moon being in Cancer. You're going to be illuminated to something that has to do with your family, and you have the power to do something about it. And don't be afraid to use your power. Okay, you mean something to someone's, and you should enjoy that, the fact that you do. Don't push it away because of a system that's ran off of fear. Don't be scared of your power. All right, catch you later. That's your reading.